We've all been trapped in, that automated phone tree from hell. Press 1 to be misunderstood, press 2 to get disconnected. But what if the voice on the other end didn't just blindly route your call, but actively, thought for itself? As always, we are browsing the AIAgentStore.ai website today, and we're looking at an enterprise agent called Yellow.ai.
Right, yeah. And the mission today is analyzing how Yellow.ai actually automates both customer and employee experiences.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Because I have to ask, is this just like a glorified digital phone tree, or does it genuinely think for itself?
It genuinely thinks. What's fascinating here is that the platform leverages a massive 92% autonomy rating.
Wait, 92%? I mean, honestly, anytime I hear a number that high for AI, my first thought is hallucination. Like, how do you trust it to not just constantly give a customer the completely wrong refund?
Well, that is a totally fair pushback, but to understand how they prevent that, you have to look at the architecture. They use an agentic arch architecture powered by over 15 different large language models working together.
Okay, hold on. Agentic RAG. Let's break that down for a second, because that sounds like some serious engineering jargon.
Fair enough. So think of standard RAG, or retrieval augmented generation, as like an open book test. It looks up your company's actual manuals before answering. But the agentic part means it doesn't just read the book.
Right, it actually does something with it.
Exactly. It actively decides which chapters to check, makes a plan, and executes complete workflows based on what it actually finds.
So how do 15 different models fit into that? Are they just, I don't know, voting on the best answer behind the scenes?
No, not quite. They function a lot more like a highly specialized assembly line. One model might be explicitly trained just to understand the user's initial intent. Another acts as a fact checker against company policy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then a third one specializes in calculating the actual math for that refund, all talking to each other in milliseconds.
Here's where it gets really interesting to me, because it's not just rigidly following scripts. It acts way more like a proactive digital colleague that handles support, but knows exactly when to initiate a live agent handoff.
Right, because if one model realizes it's out of its depth, it doesn't just hit a wall and repeat that it doesn't understand. It asks a human for help.
See, that level of orchestration sounds incredibly expensive. I mean, usually you need a massive enterprise contract just to see if something this smart even works for your company.
Yeah, but if we connect this to the bigger picture, that's exactly the script Yellow.ai is trying to flip. They use a closed-source, freemium pricing model to get this tech directly into the hands of managers.
So you don't need the CFO's approval just to, test the waters.
Precisely. Right at sign-up, a company gets 5,000 monthly bot conversations, 500 tickets, and unlimited agent seats. It heavily targets customer support, HR, and ops managers so they can prove the value first.
So what does this all mean? It basically empowers those teams to aggressively reduce their support loads and just manage everything from a unified inbox without that massive upfront financial risk.
Exactly. It completely lowers the barrier to entry. Which actually brings up a final provocative thought I want to leave you with today. As tools like Yellow.ai reach near total autonomy, blurring the line between human and machine assistance, how will your own personal expectations for customer service permanently shift? Will you even tolerate waiting for a human anymore?
Yeah, that is a great question to think about. The days of pressing one for support are definitely numbered. We'll wrap up our conversation right there for today. If you want to check out this platform for yourself, you can find it directly at the AIAgentStore.ai website. Thank you so much for listening, and a huge thank you to everyone who has been rating the podcast. We truly appreciate it.